this weekend. Oh, I got this really pretty. ¿Cómo se llama? Like
forever bracelet.
Permanent jewelry. Yeah, I got a permanent bracelet. So I'm really happy about it because it has like, you can't really see it, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it, but yeah. But it has hearts.
Yeah.
It has hearts.
It's really cute.
And then like it connects, so it's a ring and a bracelet all at once, and it's connected, and I can't ever take it off.
Really?
So, I think I can.
So how do you do it when you shower?
No, you're not. I mean, it's supposed to be permanent.
So you shower with it?
Yeah, I do everything with it.
So is it like gold? Or
it's like, I think it's gold. I can't remember. You know,
like chapeado, like the gold that's like dipped in gold.
I think it's gold. Yeah, something
dipped in gold, so it can last. Like, cause that's the only reason.
Because there's like gold filled, and then there's gold plated.
Yeah,
and then there's gold.
Yeah.
So I think it's gold plated.
Okay,
I think so. We'll see how long it lasts for. And I love it because, like, I feel like before I wasn't, like, with my previous job, I wasn't able to have, like, anything really nice like this. So when I got this, I was like, oh my gosh. There's,
that's
like,
cute.
Yeah, I feel like there's always, like, little reminders that it's just, like, you're not you don't have a 9 to 5, like, you have a, you know, like, it's just something different.
Yeah.
So when I got this, I was like, oh my gosh, I would have never been able to do this before.
So for what was it? Valentine's Day. Another person reached out to me, and her location is actually in the downtown location by Container Park, and she actually does them. So they're like forever bracelets or like permanent bracelets.
Yeah.
And she reached out to me, but I was so busy I couldn't get back to her. I think we did schedule something, but I'm not sure. I ended up like literally like not remembering until like months after, and I was like, it's too late.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, she actually like reached out to me January, or like like between November to January. Like, this was months ago, and now that I'm finally back home and not traveling as much and having time to like to do things around town, Las Vegas, I'm like, you know what, let me reach back out to her, because I actually went to high school with her.
No way!
Yeah, so I've known her for a long time.
Talking about that, I do remember going to this Sculpt body treatment, and she also remembered you from high school. Yeah, that's pretty
so
cool.
Crazy. Yeah, that's
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But does she have a location in here, or no? Does she have her shop? Or?
I believe she has pop-ups.
Oh,
yeah, I believe she has pop-ups.
So like when does she come out?
So, there was actually, because of Hurricane Hillary, she was actually in the Container Park doing, did you see the Maui thing, like, at the Container Park?
No, but they always do awesome events, yeah.
Yeah, so she was, that was one of them,
Uh-huh.
a location she was at. And then there was another location at, have you heard of the Cactus Market or something like that?
The Cactus Market, is that across from it or something like that? Is it, like, around there?
No, the Cactus Market is actually, it's like northeast. No, we're in northeast. Northwest. It's in northwest a little bit. It's like 20 minutes away from here. But, so I was driving up, and I was luckily with, Diana. I was lucky with Diana, and, so yeah, when me and Diana were driving up, it literally looked like, kind of like warehouses. I don't know why I have, like, PTSD of warehouses. I don't know if I got murdered in my past life in a warehouse or what. But, like, they kind of look like warehouses, and I was just like, you know, like, is this where it's at? And then when we got closer, we saw, like, a group of girls and, like, you know,
so
just
it was,
people.
Like, easier to
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually had a couple food trucks out there. And the clothes, they had, like, $5 sale.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was small.
I like me some deals.
Hell yeah, girl. Yeah, it was small, and it was hot in there.
Yeah.
But I loved how it's all, like, local businesses.
Uh-huh.
And I actually found some really cute crop tops, and I was like, dang it, I should have, I should have gone and gotten it.
But they're gonna come up again, right?
I think they're always there.
Oh, they're always there?
Well, like, not the market. Well, actually, I don't know about either, actually.
Well, if you find anything, you can post it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
So I can take a look at it.
True.
Yeah.
It's this girl. It's I think her company name or her clothing line is called Israela. I think that's how you say it. I don't know if it's Israela or Israela. I would assume it's Israela.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not sure. I don't want to butcher it. But yeah, they do like little pop-ups of the cactus market, but she actually has her own clothing company or something like that. And the clothes was really, really cute. This time it was like Y2K themed.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
want to
they're
go.
throwbacks. Yeah, I think it's next Sunday also. Now I'll have to double check. But yeah, that's what I well, that's the most exciting thing. And
you know what? I think I've seen it pop up on my TikTok, like as an advertisement.
Yes,
I went there.
The market?
There. Yeah.
Or
like,
just
is it like around the warehouse? Like it's literally like there's like stores inside, but outside you have like shoes and you have people selling like cups and you have.
It was inside.
Oh, it was all of it was inside.
Yeah.
Was there any outside?
I didn't see any.
Okay, so then it's wrong location.
Oh,
yeah, because there's another one.
No, that was. I think it was like the same thing, but it was a different pop up.
Oh,
but I think it's the same company. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
So it's that one.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So that's what I did because yeah, and I'm obsessed with it. And then I had lunch with Diana, which I'm really happy we did get lunch because we haven't had like a sit down lunch in a long time. And like we've known each other for so long, and I was just really happy.
So is Diana? Oh, Diana's like your longtime friend, or
yeah, from
how long have you known her for?
I think I've known her since like high school.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
so
like
a long time.
Yeah, over 10 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to give away my age, so maybe like 5. Just kidding. Yeah, but that was really nice. What about you? What'd you do over the weekend?
So I ended up picking up my daughter. And from there, we ended up going to Esther's Kitchen.
Esther's Kitchen?
Yeah, because there's Esther's, and then in downtown there's the other one. There's two that like sound alike, Esther's and what's the other one? The one in the foodie tour. Remember? There's a first stop, and there's Esther's, and then there's Carson's Kitchen.
They're
I was like,
they even sound the same.
They both sound the same to me.
Carson's Kitchen, Esther's Kitchen. No, yeah, I can see it. I can see Esther's, Carson's.
So Carson is the one that was the third stop, right? Esther's was the first one. So I won't get them like mixed up.
I think Esther's is the last.
Esther,
I can't remember.
Okay, so we went to, I don't know if it was Esther's or Carson's Kitchen. No, it was Esther's Kitchen, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where they have the famous chicken skin that they deep fry it with.
I think that's Esther's Kitchen.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I mean, Carson's Kitchen.
Okay. God. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I have to find out now.
So you found it? It's at Carson's Kitchen?
So it's Carson's Kitchen, and they have a very famous chicken skin that is dipped into hot honey.
It's chicken chicharrón.
Well, yeah, chicken chicharrón. Yeah. That's what they call it in the menu. But I don't know. We were just brainstorming about what to eat, and so we went there, and it was delicious. It was definitely unique.
Yeah. Carson's is
unique restaurant, but healthy habits. So with Luna, we wanted to go hiking, but it's still way too hot for hiking.
Yeah, it's way too
Even
hot
at 8 in the morning, it was 95 degrees.
Oh no!
I was like, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. So we ended up going to the farmers market in downtown Summerlin.
Ooh, how was that?
It was, oh my god. So I'm a big like person when it comes to like grocery shopping. Like everything is fake to me. Everything is fake. So like literally, like when it comes to the food and the groceries, like if you want to get a loaf of bread, you have like I'm a person that will get a loaf of bread somewhere in a bakery where they have it like fresh, and it doesn't last a month, it lasts like a week, so you have to eat it within that week.
Oh, okay.
So more like organic stuff.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So I ended up going to the farmer's market, and I got some greens. I got honey that cost me $65 for a jar, girl. $65, but I'm like, this is liquid like gold, literally, and it does last me for like a year, So I ended up buying another one, and then I got some greens, and I got some bread, and I got some fruit and vegetables. Yeah, because I wanted to support too.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
I want to go, but when it gets a little hotter, I want to go. But did you ever hear about bee pollen? Have you heard about bee pollen?
What is that? Bee pollen?
Or like bee something. I can't freaking remember, man. I'm the worst. Like I have such a good idea, and then I was just like, nah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
So it's like bee pollen. I can't remember exactly what it is from the bee pollen, but it's supposed to make your girls bigger.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I keep wanting to try it. I'm like, well, just for research purposes.
And by the girls, you mean like the girls?
Yeah, the girls. Yeah.
I
It's
love
supposed
that.
to make them bigger.
I hate that.
And I was just like, what? That's so crazy. And I'm like, I can kind of see the science behind it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm like, I could see that. But either way, I want to take it. I want to get some. Not just because of that, obviously, but because honey, like raw honey, is just so healthy for you. You know?
Yeah,
So I'm like, ooh, I should probably like, and I do like getting like the raw honey from Costco, like the brown bottle.
Yeah.
And I have some, but I just haven't been using it as much. But then when I saw that on TikTok, I was like, oh, okay, let me check that. Let me check that out now. You know what I mean? But fall is coming, and you know, like people get sick faster, right? Yeah.
No,
so,
yeah, of course,
you know,
yeah,
so
because
I'm
of
like,
the
it's
winds and all that stuff. Like, yeah, last time Luna was sneezing a lot, and I was just like, no. She instead of giving her vitamins, I can just give her like a tiny dip, like of honey, maybe with some drops of lemon and apple cider vinegar.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So it's like a little like cocktail for her.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah. But I definitely I'll have to go. Are they doing it every week or como?
Yeah, they do it every weekend.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
Every weekend. I think every Saturday. I'm not sure. I'm gonna find out, and then also I can post it on my stories.
Yeah. Because when it gets a little like maybe like late September, the weather might be nicer.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm sure it was still hot.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So what else did you do? Anything else?
So I ended up. Honestly, my Sundays are always a reset. So I always just get everything done for the week, which is content creating, or grocery shopping, or cleaning the whole house and all that stuff. So
yeah, Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day, yes.
But I did want to ask you,
yes.
What is your favorite trip we've been on?
Ooh, I think that our favorite trip has to be.
Okay, so mention the ones we've been on together.
Okay,
with people too, obviously with Talia, Shannon.
Oh, okay. So the trips we've been together has been California.
LA specifically.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we've been to LA and San Francisco. Yeah, and
the
then
Bay Area.
Yeah, and then we've also been to Denver, Colorado, and we've also been to New Mexico. Right. And then what else?
That's 5 trips?
I think that is together 5 trips because 2 with LA. Then we have
2 LA.
Yeah, San Francisco and.
Oh no!
And
one's
LA,
1 San Francisco.
Sorry.
1 LA, 1 San Francisco, Denver, New Mexico. Where else?
Denver, New Mexico. So it's been 4, right? Or has
no?
It been more?
So then Utah, the one where we did sandboarding.
Oh, that's right. We went to Utah.
And then New Orleans. I forget about New Orleans,
girl.
girl.
Yeah, 6. So we've been to 6.
So what do you think is our favorite?
Oh my
favorite?
God, we've been to 6 trips in the past year that we've known each other. That's insane.
Wow. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because it's going to be up 1 year soon.
No, I thought it was our 1 year already. So it's been 6 trips.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's like around this time.
Yeah. So out of the 6 trips that we've been to, I would say my favorite one had to be, I think, New Orleans, girl. New Orleans, dude, the food over there, it's a vibe. And then we went on the fall. I just like anything fall. I'm like a sucker for fall.
Yeah.
So this is why when I retire, I want to retire in Seattle. I love Seattle.
Yeah, I do too.
So I actually told myself that if I lose 10 pounds, I can take a solo trip to Seattle.
Ooh.
And I really want to, yeah.
Yeah.
So no, okay, back to the trips. Yes, I think New Orleans was my favorite one. And
really?
then the best trip, the best experience would be Utah.
The sandboarding.
Yeah,
no, I think that is my all-time favorite experience I've done this year. Like, I don't want to say it because I've also done like so many stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I think it's because we mostly didn't know what we were like in for. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's more like of a surprise that we're just like, wow, I can't believe we're doing all of this. And it was just like, it's just so beautiful, so thrilling, like relaxing. Yeah, that was really fun. I love that.
So, what's it called? I just posted about this Utah trip, so go check it out. But when I was editing the video, I was like, oh my God, this is so like beautiful.
Mhm,
I was
it's
like,
so
I
beautiful.
wanted to like cry
Yeah.
because of like the feeling of being there and just like, like being with nature and
Yeah.
having the ATVs and then doing the hike and then sandboarding. Like that was an experience for sure.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel so lucky and blessed that I'm able to do this.
Yeah.
Because like, let's say I want to invite some of my friends, but they obviously all of them work, and since we content create,
Mhm.
it's easier for us to maneuver and just like go and do whatever content creating that we need to. But yeah, I felt very happy about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
No, I loved it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was I think my favorite trip we've been on, I think that I just like really remember, I think was Denver with Talia too.
Denver.
Because I feel like that was the one trip that I feel like made me, because Denver was before San Francisco, right?
Denver was before San Francisco.
Yeah, so I feel like Denver, it just made me realize like, wow, we travel so well together.
We do, yeah. It was like okay, the first time was New Mexico, right?
Yeah.
And in New Mexico, it was like literally our first time.
Yeah.
And it was like like almost like
We had
an
our hiccups
experiment.
a little bit. Yeah, it was
yeah.
an experiment for sure.
Yeah, and then our second trip was like, no, like we're actually fucking good. Like,
Oh
we're
no, I
good.
think our second one was New Orleans. So when we saw all three of us, I was like, wow, we travel so good together. So I feel like that was definitely my favorite trip because it made me realize like, no, we travel really well together and we can keep doing this. And then my favorite experience, I don't know. Yeah, like I loved the day in Santa Cruz. Like when we went to like the mystery spot and we did the train and we had the concha.
Girl,
Yeah.
yes, that was
Giant
awesome.
concha.
I was
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I love Talia.
Yeah.
She is such a vibe.
Yeah.
I love her. Like, I love you too, obviously. Obviously. You get your pack, honestly, travel with people that you have common interests with.
Mhm.
Like, if you're into nature, go into nature. If you're into, like, being a vacation and going to a resort that gives you, like, those resorts that are, like, 21 and over,
Mhm.
and everything's included, and the girls just want to stay there and milk the fuck out of the hotel
Oh
and
yeah.
their vacations. Like, I guess travel with people that have the common interest. And for us, I feel like it came very natural because we all content create, and
We all like to go out of our hotel. We don't want to be in our hotel.
yeah,
We don't
yeah.
like being in our hotel. No, we're
Fuck
like,
the hotel.
yeah, I'm like, no, we're gonna go out. We're gonna be in these streets.
And not only that, but everybody molds each other. Like, I molded into whatever you guys like. And then Talia, she's like, whatever. She's with the vibe.
Yeah.
And then you too. Like, you're like, yeah. So I think we respect and love that about each other for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Your favorite trip was?
Oh, so my favorite trip was yeah, I feel like Denver. But no, I really like the experience at Kanab, Utah. Yeah.
And Puerto Rico.
Oh
We
my
went to Puerto
gosh,
Rico.
I forgot we went to Puerto Rico too.
Bitch, we went to 7
Holy
trips
cow,
together in one
year. That is crazy.
Oh my god, we went to Puerto
Holy
Rico,
cow.
New Orleans.
Just think about how much we Wow, that is insane.
I know, and I was gonna go with you to Arizona too. So
Oh yeah, that's right. Wow. Puerto Rico. How did we forget
Ya
about
no me voy a
Puerto
juntar
Rico?
con esta chusma. Just kidding.
Wow.
Just
I
kidding.
remember that. Just kidding. That is so crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That is a lot. That's insane.
So I'd still say my favorite experience was Kanab, Utah with the ATVs, sandboarding. But my favorite trip was I feel like Denver because I was like really grateful. I was like, wow, I found people who I travel really well with, and we all have the same interest. We all understand each other because of how much we have to be on our phone, and we're not on our phone 24/7.
No, I mean only when we work.
But we film, like we film a lot. So like, and we all understand that we all have to film.
We all do it to each other, with each other, around each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
I think San Francisco was also a very big one.
Yeah.
I love the big concha, the train, the weather, picking up Talia from her commercial.
Yeah, being in a commercial. Yeah.
Being in a commercial.
Yeah.
An extra.
Right, but still.
An extra. Now, talking about trips, when I went to Mexico. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Tell us about your engagement.
Yeah, so when we went to Oaxaca, which is where I'm from, And in there was a.
So you went for your birthday.
It was for my birthday, but also there was the biggest event in Oaxaca, which is La de la Gexa, and it's just like women gathering up to celebrate different cultures of and vestuarios de Mexico. So when we went there, there was a lot of people everywhere, people dressed, people with guitars, people, everything, right? So Daniel actually told me that we had reservations for dinner, but before that we were gonna do a small tour. And so when we ended up going to the lady was holding a camera, but I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I'm thinking, okay, this tour comes with pictures, and I was like, okay. And then she was explaining herself how she wanted to take a picture of us for her page, and I said okay. So then we went in a walk, and they took a picture of us. And then next thing you know, Daniel got on his knees and he proposed to me, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Did you cry?
I was bawling. And sometimes thinking about it or seeing like the actual video that we did about each other for the proposal, it gets me so emotional. So I mean, I've never been proposed. I'm 32 years old. I have a daughter. Like, you know. I was like, no, but yeah, it was a milestone for me for sure.
Yeah,
it was a milestone, and
that's awesome.
He was very romantic, and there was mariachi, and
I would die with the mariachi. Oh my god, eso era una telenovela.
Yeah, there was some mariachi, and then we had an hour tour, but like taking pictures. So it was like our engagement pictures.
Oh, okay, okay. That's awesome that you got it like that day.
Yeah, that day. Yeah.
So I feel like some people plan for their engagement photos, but like
no, we had it right there. So
yeah.
I was very happy, and it turned out very well. But what about you? Tell us about your hubby.
We were on our 5th year anniversary. We didn't really have anything planned. I think we were just gonna go to dinner, and he had to work that day. So just to be clear, it wasn't my ideal proposal, to be honest, and he knows that. But it was the most perfect day of my life. So, and I get emotional because I'm so bad at talking about my feelings, and whenever I talk about my feelings, I'm like instantly crying. Even if I just say like, it's like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, before he went to work, I was sleeping. He like wakes me up, but I'm like still half asleep, and he's like, "Will you marry me?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." Like I was just like, "Yeah, of course, yeah, duh, baby." He was like, "No, will you marry me?" And he was like on the like next to my bed, like with his knee down, and I was just like, "Really?" And he's like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Yes, of course, right?" And then like after that, I don't know what I said or he said, but I was like, "Let's just go do it."
Oh my god.
So like he still went to work. I was like, "Go to work." I'm pretty sure this part is a blur. This is the only part that's a blur, so I'm happy because I remember everything else. So this part is a blur. I can't remember if I told him like, "Let's go get married right now," or something along those lines, or like, "Let's do it today." And he was like, "Okay, let's do it." But he went to work, and while he was working, I went and got like, I really had the Vegas wedding. Like, if you think about the Vegas wedding, it's me. I should be like there in the Vegas, like, like advertising for it.
Did you take pictures?
Yeah, I have some pictures. But I literally went to Ross. I was like, let me just find like a white dress. I'm like obviously not trying. If I'm gonna do it today, I'm not gonna spend hundreds of dollars. Like I was just like, let me just go to Ross. That's my go-to anyway.
I think that's one of my biggest expectations when it comes to, because we're content creators, and we deserve a big wedding, and then Daniel's mom has saved up for the wedding, and then it's just like, oh my god, girl. First of all, I want to be engaged.
Yeah.
First, I want, like, you only get engaged once,
twice, 3 times, maybe tops.
Maybe 3 times tops. But like, I want to, know that I just got engaged, and that I want to not even think about the wedding. I just want to be engaged. Like, I just want to feel like, this is like almost like a honeymoon stage for me and Daniel.
Yeah, again.
And the fact that like people are asking, "Oh, when are you guys gonna get married? Do you guys have the date?" It's just like, no, because it's just so overwhelming so and me and Daniel have talked about this, where it's just like, okay, what are we gonna do? So we do have an idea, and but yeah, most of the time, like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about weddings and all that stuff. Like,
for people listening, don't ask Velia when she's getting married. Let her be engaged for
let me be engaged for like a year.
I think I would have, if I would have done things differently, I would have wanted to be engaged for a solid 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And like for me, 2.5 is because if you, like, the last 6 months or 8 months of your engagement, you're pretty much just planning to get married.
Basically.
So you're only really engaged for like a year and a half. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So I feel like for my ideal, I would have been wanting to be engaged, because I feel like, oh, my fiance. I feel like that word is just so much like
it's like
so much sexier, like fancier than like, oh, my husband and wife. But I feel like my fiance is just like, ooh, she's not married yet.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. No, but so yeah, so I literally went to Ross. And got like a $20 dress, and then I literally went to like Walmart and got like some rings.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it.
Oh
yeah,
my god,
yeah.
how cute!
Yeah,
I want to see it.
Yeah, and then like I thought it was gonna be faster, quicker. Like I literally, obviously, have never looked into it because we never really planned to get married. So I didn't know that you had to first get your license and then you had to go to the chapel. I always thought like at the chapel, or the wedding chapel, yeah, you just like get married and
that's
you know. But no, first you have to go get your license, which was actually really fast. I thought I was just gonna go get it, but then it's like, no, you need an appointment or something. I don't freaking know. But so we went and did the little appointment for the license, and then we were able to get married like an hour, 2 hours later. And yeah, we got married in Fremont Street.
Oh, that's
so
cute.
Yeah, so we had the real biggest wedding. But
how old were you?
I was this was like 4 years ago, so 24. Yeah.
You were a baby.
I'm cutting that off. I'm just kidding. No.
You're a baby.
No, but I was gonna say, so like I said, my engagement I always wanted a big engagement, but I always wanted a small wedding. That was like my dream. I'm like, I want a small wedding. I literally want 5 people. And even when I'd be like 5 people, I feel like it's just like, okay, it would be Gavin, my mom, Josue, my little brother, his mom, and then his dad. But then it's just like his stepmom. And then it's just like, why I need to have my best friends, like Diana, Bridget, Dee. And then like it adds up with like six best friends, but then his best friend. So it's already at like 15 people. And I'm just like, no, I literally, you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't like, I wish my engagement would have been bigger, but at the end of the day, it's still the most perfect day of my life, because it was just him and I. And at the end of the day, that's all a marriage is, and it should be.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people to each their own, because everyone has a different dream wedding.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, in a relationship, it's literally just you and him, and that's all it should be. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah. So
no, I agree.
Yeah.
I love that. And even though like I see venues and I see people that have gone and like married, and they're like, it's all over. Like my FYP page. It's just like, it's gorgeous. Like, props to the girls that have their wedding dream or dream wedding, but it's just so much to me.
Yeah. Well, and
like
this was my dream wedding. Like, I always, for like the past years, I had, they're like, oh, like your wedding. And it's just like, I literally only want 5 people. And like, I just know my mom would have been like, oh, you gotta invite your tios. Like, you have to. And your madrina, you have to invite your madrina. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, it would have just been so much. And then we got married without telling anybody, literally anybody. And then when I told my mom, she was so happy for me. Like, of course, she would have wanted to be there, but she was just so happy. And his mom was just so upset because it was his baby. And I'm just like, and she was upset with me for like a year, so she might still be upset. I don't know. No. But I'm like, no, you know what? At the end of this was literally my most perfect day. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm so happy. So I'm excited for your perfect day in 3-4 years, 5 years, si quieres.
So what's your favorite color?
It's I don't know if you knew, Velia, but it's pink. Pink and red.
What's my favorite color?
Purple. Right?
So yeah. I have a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, so red. I love red. I think that was my first
first favorite color, and I fell in love with red because my birthday's in July and my birthstone is the ruby.
Oh.
So it's red.
Okay.
And you know, Latina with the red lipstick is
Yeah,
always so
love
sexy,
it.
you know. So red has been always my favorite color. After red, which is like trending in fall, by the way. This
Oh,
fall,
really?
like
It's
this fall
red?
fashion, it's like burgundy red, burnt
Ooh,
red,
love
like
that.
just red in general, like red boots or a red scar or whatever. It's trending right now, so I'm gonna try to see if I can find some boots. So besides red, purple. I transformed my hair purple twice already, and I love it.
Are you gonna do it again?
I don't know if I should. Maybe I should do just a string. You know,
Oh, yeah.
just because I do love purple, and but I'm not gonna damage my hair anymore.
Yeah.
It's been, I'm trying to be more of a nature girl and be more into natural stuff. So no more messing up my hair anymore. But I will do a string.
I think I want to get, so like sometimes, it's always been off and on. Sometimes I'll do like bangs like every winter or whatever, and then sometimes like I'll skip it. But I feel like this past time, I love them so much. I feel like I'm gonna do them soon.
You're gonna do bangs again?
Yeah, because I feel like I really like them. Like I just looking at past pictures, but then like, so I love them and I hate them. I love them because I love how they look, but then I hate them because I feel like when I'm trying to recycle content, I hate when like some videos of me have bangs and some others. So it's just like, does she have bangs or not? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So what are your current favorite restaurants in Vegas?
So I actually made a list because every time I go to a restaurant, people ask me, "Oh, what's your favorite place?" And I was just like, instead of thinking like, I actually just decided to make a list. And I have the list here with me. So my favorite restaurants so far, I still have to put more in here, but one of them is Le Thai. Have you been to Le Thai?
Yes.
Le Thai?
Okay, so I went to Le Thai 2. Have you been to Le Thai 2? Girl, don't go. Because no, like the food is amazing, but I would not recommend going to Le Thai because it is tiny in there.
Le Thai 2, is that in downtown Las Vegas, right? Like downtown Fremont Street?
No, I'm saying, so there's two locations.
In downtown?
Downtown is one, and then there's a second one.
Oh, where is it?
It's the same thing. It's like Charleston. I can't remember exactly where it's at. No, but I'm just saying, like, if you look up Le Thai, if anybody that's watching looks up Le Thai, don't go to Le Thai 2 unless you're getting takeout, because I feel like it's more of a takeout location versus Le Thai 1, because that one's actually I think it's like permanently closed.
Is it?
Temporarily closed.
Why?
I don't know. I tried to go not long ago and it said permanently closed.
No.
Yeah, and then I passed by it. Yeah, and it's temporarily closed. I don't know. I think it's like they're remodeling or something. But so if you go to Le Thai, the only one that's open is Le Thai 2. It's really small. Don't plan to dine in. Just get carry out.
Carry out. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna do carry out maybe this weekend for Le Thai because I love them. I love them. Like their sticky rice. They're like, it's like a dessert that they have with mango.
Mango sticky rice, so good.
Girl,
I know, I'm obsessed.
That is the best. Another one of my favorites is El Toro y la Capra.
Y la Capra.
Y la Capra. It's a Mexican and Italian restaurant that is owned by Lindo, Michoacan.
Yeah. By the same owners.
By the same owners. And oh my God, their pastas are so good. Their
Velia is obsessed.
Their chicharrón cheesecake.
Nutella cheesecake.
The Nutella cheesecake. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The Nutella cheesecake is one of my favorites too. I don't know. It's just a really good restaurant.
No, it's a really good restaurant. I love it.
And then also another one that became my favorite is 8 Noodle Bar. Cause
at Red Rock?
Yeah, so I'm actually like very new with when it comes to anything Asian, like all the Asian restaurants. Like I don't even have a favorite Korean barbecue place. I don't have one yet.
Yeah,
because
I don't think I have one yet.
I don't even have a sushi place because I'm like, where do I go? Like Phil, take me. No, but
she won't get cream cheese, she promises.
I'm over it, okay? I'm bougie now. But yeah, 8 Noodle Bar, their broth, like one thing that I've been trying to look for in a restaurant is the quality of, one, obviously the service, two, the prices, but the quality of the food.
Quality of the food is important.
The quality of the food, it's very well made, good seasoning, and it tastes delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, what are your 5? Il Toro, La Capra,
Le
Thai,
Thai,
Noodle 8 Bar.
Brooklyn's Best pasta and pizza.
Really?
I love Brooklyn's
No, it's good. Okay.
Best.
So yes, it is very good. I do love Brooklyn's Best. But for mac and cheese, did you taste buds yet or no?
I haven't.
Okay, you need to taste buds for the best mac and cheese I've tried is probably number 3, Brooklyn's Best. Number 2 would be taste buds. Number 1 is Fox's Smokehouse Barbecue. It's in Boulder. It's technically in Boulder City, okay, but whatever. It's like 35 minutes from anybody almost, you know. It depends.
Is that the place we went to? The barbecue place, or is it another one?
No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And it's in Boulder City, and like all you have to do is take the freeway.
Boulder City.
Yeah, it's in Boulder
Holy
City.
shit.
And it's fucking the mac and cheese is literally the best. It's so freaking good.
I'm gonna stitch this, and I'm gonna go.
Yeah, do it. But okay, and then what's your last one?
The last one, let me see. Out of like the few restaurants that I have in here, I like Capos and I like Spago. Matikis. I love Matikis. I love Matikis. I'm there once a month.
Oh, Matikis is a good one.
I love Matikis.
I love Matikis.
It's so good.
It is very good.
It's Hawaiian food.
Yeah. I'm still looking for garlic shrimp. Hawaiian garlic shrimp.
Oh, the garlic shrimp. The one that grinds to the max.
I know, I haven't tried it yet. I need to try it.
Yeah. So good.
But okay, let's see what my top 5 and and you've been there when I've told this to somebody, and I always do it. I always do it because I'm just like, one restaurant. I can't ever think of one restaurant.
No.
But I always tell people lip smacking foodie tours. I really do. I really, really do because
Shout out to Jen.
because you literally get to try 3 to 4 different restaurants.
I know.
Like,
I've been to 2. I've been to the one in downtown, and I've been to the one in the Julia Serrano with.
yes, I've done that one
at the Aria. At the Aria, yeah, that one was really good too.
So you know what I just realized? Technically, now I've done 4.
You've done all of them?
No, I still need to do the one at the Venetian.
Oh,
when
that's
I haven't
right.
done that
That's
one.
right. Okay.
And the owner actually said that's his favorite one, and I'm like, oh, why would you tell me that? Now I want to do it.
How was the breakfast? How was the breakfast one?
So good.
I saw a couple of you guys post about it.
Yeah. I love the experience. I just love these. I honestly do love these tours. Like I literally tell everybody. Like whenever anybody tells me, I'm like, I can't tell you one spot, but I'll tell you a tour that does 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the breakfast one was so good because the first one was like just 2 things, but the avocado. It's like a avocado egg benedict, something like that. It had like a pesto and it was delicious. And then I think it was pancakes. Those were delicious. And then the second one, I like how they did a different kind of brunch because it's like Asian cuisine. So it was like
fuhu.
Fuhu, which I actually do. So I actually want to go and dine. I want to go dine like.
Their ube pancakes.
Yeah, the ube pancakes were delicious, and I've tried this octopus. It's called like pepper octopus, and it is literally it is delicious.
Ooh.
It's like so crazy good. Yeah, and then.
Go ahead.
No, and then ¿qué más?
So top 5.
Oh yeah, so I always tell people lip smacking foodie tours. But then honestly,
that covers 5 restaurants. I'm just kidding. That covers usually 3 to 4 restaurants, right? Yeah.
So then another spot I really do like is Taste Buds. I really do like their flavor.
Like I want to go. Okay, I'm gonna go try Taste Buds because I heard a lot of good things. I have heard a lot of good things. So
I would text them though. Text them.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna say 40 minutes, and then wait another 20 minutes.
Oh really?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how packed they are right now, so that's what I've been wanting to do lately. I haven't ordered from them in a minute because I've been traveling so much, and then I'm like, when I'm not traveling, I'm trying to eat home. But I do want to order from them soon because I'm just like, I haven't had them in a minute. And I want to see if it's slowed down.
Maybe we should do it in the next episode where we bring Taste Buds, one of your favorite restaurants, and I'll bring one of my favorite restaurants. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I love that. And then another one I go to, I just love barbacoa, and I love quesadillas. So I love going to Barbacoa Italiense.
Girl!
No, but right now, legit, I am obsessed with Moya. Their ceviche.
Peruvian food? Are we talking about Peruvian food again?
Ceviche, Peruvian ceviche specifically. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, I went with Paul and Jules recently, And I'm just like, oh my Jesus. Like, I literally want it every day. And I'm like,
Dude,
no,
I love Peruvian. I mean,
it's so good.
instead of going to Carson's Kitchen that day on Friday, I wanted Peruvian, but they were all closed. Peruvian food is life changing, you guys. Go get some ceviche.
Specifically.
Yeah, go get some ceviche.
So yeah, where else? See, it's because I can't ever think of favorite restaurants. Like, I always just think of one specific item.
So la barbacoa.
No, not la barbacoa. Barbacoa hidalguense.
Barbacoa hidalguense.
Lip smacking foodie tour.
And
Moya.
And then the one with the mac and cheese.
Taste buds.
And taste buds. So yeah,
that's cool. That's 4.
Yeah.
Right now that I'm really obsessed with. No, I would agree with Matikis.
Matikis.
I love Matikis. I love Matikis. Yeah, I love you, Matikis.
Me too. I love Matikis.
I love you, Matikis. Okay.
Okay,
come on.
I'm like,
ooh, should we taste test?
Oh yeah. Okay, so Lluvia ended up bringing
Show the bottle.
this chamoy. It's a sugar-free chamoy.
So
go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. No, I want to like emphasize the fact that it is a TikTok viral chamoy. It is the TikTok viral chamoy. We're trying it for the first time. Okay, go ahead.
I know. So we're trying it for the first time. It's sugar-free. I've seen it everywhere.
Yeah.
In my For You page on TikTok and Instagram. So I haven't had it. You haven't had it. It's gonna be our first time trying it. So I brought some pepino so we can try some.
Yay! So I was really shocked at so it's $12, which is fine. But we were really shocked at how small the bottle is.
Yeah, I thought it was bigger, which I mean we don't mind. But
no, of course not. As long as it's the best one.
Yeah.
but
but I thought it was gonna be bigger than what it is. Yeah.
And I was gonna say, we love the fact that, I mean, you said what, sugar-free?
It's sugar-free, yeah.
So it's not just sugar-free, it's carb-free, gluten-free, vegan, there's no artificial dyes, it's keto-friendly, and it's Latina-founded, which is what we love. We love that. So, I mean, I'm definitely down to, like, because I feel like I eat so much chamoy, like I'm gonna open the bottle and it's gonna be gone. So it's like I have to order more.
I want to try it now. You're taking too long, girl.
Sorry. By the way, Velia only has like 2 cucumbers in her.
Oh my god. Okay, so before coming into the podcast, I was like, oh, you have the chamoy. Let me get some cucumber because I love, like every person snacks with, un poquito de cucumber. And tell me why I was in the store holding 1 cucumber. And just walking around with 1 cucumber, and people were staring. And I'm like, I promise I'm not gonna do anything naughty. I'm just gonna eat it, okay? Like a normal person.
So I think first we should just like lick the cucumber to like taste the chamoy. You know what I mean? And then we'll eat it with the pepino. Is that a good idea?
Yeah. Let's lick it. Wow!
It's good.
What? Girl, this is better than chamoy.
I think it's whatever.
What?
Let me taste it one more time.
You can actually taste the fruit.
Really?
The fruit, which is what's it called? You can actually taste
¿Cómo se llama la hibiscus? La jamaica?
Jamaica. Yeah, you can actually taste the Jamaica.
Girl, I'm really not impressed.
And tamarindo, yeah. The ingredients is water, chili pepper mix, lime powder, salt, citric acid, hibiscus powder, and sodium I don't even know how to fucking say that shit, but
so
I like it.
Honestly,
okay, so from 1 to 10, what do you give it?
I mean, I feel like I don't want to rate it just because it tastes like chamoy. Like to me, it tastes just like chamoy. Honestly, to me, it's nothing crazy. I feel like it was so hyped. I thought it was gonna like taste better than chamoy, but I feel like it tastes the same chamoy. And personally, I wouldn't buy it again. Personally, like, am I gonna finish it? Of course, because it tastes just like chamoy. But no, I wouldn't buy it again. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it with the michelada later. That's how I'll probably really like it. No, honestly, no, personally, it's not for me.
I'm not faking it. This shit was good.
Yeah? I mean, I mean, to me, it's it's chamoy. You know what I mean? But it's not like it's not crazy. Yeah.
I sound like
no, but you know what? Es que tenía hambre.
She told me she's hungry. Like I was hungry. I was like, yeah, this casino smacking.
No, es que tiene un chico de hambre. Just kidding. Anyways, oh, I wanted to talk about. Anyways, I wanted to talk about our prior jobs.
Ooh, okay.
What is So tell us about your past jobs, past careers. Like what? Obviously, besides making amazing videos and amazing coffee, what else does Velia know how to do?
Ooh, okay. So in 1991, I was born in LA. I'm just kidding. No, so my parents has always been in the food industry. They have their restaurants in Santa Monica. And my dad was a panadero. Well, actually, my stepdad was a panadero, but my real dad was a painter. So, you know, Mexicans with their daddy issues, okay? So growing up, having my parents being in the foodie industry, I ended up learning how to waitress. So I was a waitress. I've learned how to do a waitress. Then
How long were you a server for?
For like 6 months. I was like 14. I was like 14. I was like 14, 15 at my uncle's restaurant, you know, and I would only like go there on the weekends, and basically whatever tip I would get by the end of the day was $40, $50, and then my uncle would like put $40 on top of that, or whatever I did, he will double it. So then I will come out.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
I will come out of the weekend with $100, $200, and I will go buy, you know, whatever it is that I need to buy, like clothes and all that stuff. But no, yeah, my first job was a waitress, and then after that, I ended up coming to Las Vegas with my mom, and my first job was at the swap meet.
We love
Broad Acres swap meet, and I was in a lemonade stand, so that was my first job.
Now is not what it used to be. Back then, there was like really like nothing. No live music, very few restaurants, no marketplace. You know that hallway, like that hall of like food.
I remember that not
there
being
was
there. Yeah.
None of that. Yeah. So the Broad Acres Swap Meet has grown so much to what it is now. Good for them, obviously.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was just like, you know what? That was my job when I was in high school. After high school, I had like a couple jobs here and there, like GameStop. I used to work as a janitor. I used to work.
Where did you work as a janitor?
I think it was CSN.
Oh, okay.
CSN here, a college here in Vegas, not UNLV. It was CSN. And after that, I was working also in what was I working in?
I don't know.
So I was working in other jobs. I worked in
How many jobs you had?
Girl, so many. I worked in an agency, and that agency made me do so many jobs. I literally worked the whole Vegas Strip. Like I worked in Mandalay Bay. I worked in the MGM.
What did they make you do?
Go to different parts. Like if there's a UFC fight, you know.
But I can't see us. Like, what did you do?
It was basically a lot of things, girl. Like if I had to take a position as a janitor, I would. If I had to take a position as a supervisor, I would. If I had to like escort people to like, you know, different stuff, like I would. So it was just an extra to whatever was going on. So if there was a convention, they will put me as an extra to do some sort of a job. If it was the UFC fight at the MGM, they will put me to run a stand or something like that. So yeah, I did a lot of really jobs, and then after all of that, I think I was like, I don't fucking know, but I ended up working at the John Philippe, also at Aria.
Okay.
Yeah. And that lasted about 2 years. And after that,
Is that your longest job you've had?
I think so. Yeah, dude. I change almost every year. I changed position. I get.
Era buena para trabajar.
No, so then after that, I was just like, okay, I have to do something with my life, right? So I ended up getting my PNC license, which is my property and casualty license. And I started selling car insurance. After car insurance, I wanted to get my health license to sell life insurance too. So everything insurance, commercial insurance, And then once the pandemic hit, I was also into a law firm. I worked in a law firm.
Oh, I think you did mention
Yeah,
tell me that.
I worked in a law firm too, and that was fun. But no, the job that I had like held the most was insurance for sure, insurance. But
Wait, what do you mean?
like the job that I held the most, like longest was
Oh, okay.
I used to work for Allstate.
How long did you work with them for?
For a couple years.
Two?
Yeah, like 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's the same as the John Philippe.
As a John Philippe, yeah, almost
So 2
years.
Those are
Yeah.
the longest 2 jobs.
Yeah, and then I could have been still there if it wasn't him selling his book of business. So because of that, I ended up transferring to another agency that was run by the same person, just different. It was more of a insurance where you have a lot of insurances in one. So it wasn't one. It was just like a broker. It's
Okay.
A broker, yeah.
I was going to ask, what was your favorite job that you've had besides this, obviously?
My favorite job was GameStop. No, and also being a barista at the John Philippe Patisserie. Yeah, at John Philippe, I was like making lattes, and I was just like, okay, I'm a barista.
Wait, what's John Philippe?
John Philippe was at the Aria. It's a Italian like pastry kind of.
Oh, wait, where's
ice
the place
cream.
that you worked? That it was like selling Dolce? No, not Dolce.
Oh, I used to work at Armani too.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
Fuck, I used to. No, there's a lot of yeah. So I guess another retail place that I did was Armani Exchange.
Okay, that's
at
what
the
it is.
Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
I had
That's
a lot
so
of jobs,
crazy.
but no, it's crazy to me how many jobs I've had. And then not only that, I think the last 2 or 3 years of my job, after being in insurance for 2 to 3 years, I was literally quitting jobs within 2 to 3 months.
That's so crazy.
Or getting fired because I wasn't like, up to their standards. But I thought, jobs are a bunch of bullshit now. They are. Like, they would treat you like they have to tell you what, you have to fucking raise your hand to tell them, hey, I need to go to the restroom, can someone cover for me? Or, hey, I'm going to step out because of this and that. Like, just having someone to tell you what to do every single day
It's just
of your life, how to do it, when to do it. And, girl, I am not meant for a job. I was not meant for a job for sure. So that's one of the things why it pushed me to be a content creator.
You're made to be a sugar baby.
Yes, Dan, you're getting together. I always mess with Dan. I was like, come on, baby. Like, I want to be a sugar baby. But then he's like, no, I want my woman to do like things for herself. And I'm like, whatever. Fine. Fine. No,
Yeah.
but overall, I consider myself a very driven person, for sure. And everything that I do, I've done it with, like, I'm scared to do some of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm scared to open up. I'm scared to, my first time I did a voiceover, I was fucking scared as shit.
Yeah.
The first time I was editing, I was like, fuck, this shit looks like shit,
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, you are your biggest criticized. Like, you criticize yourself so much that it's like no one's bringing you down but yourself.
Right.
So you have to feel, confident about yourself. You have to have good energy and just, learn from whatever mistakes you do.
Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to bring up too is, and I've said it already too, like teaching other people, teaching people to do what we do at the same time. Because I had a lot of my friends ask me questions. What do you do to edit? My brothers too, like jumping into like everything is about showing your life on media, literally. Even if you're not a content creator and you're working a full-time job or whatever, like still people want to create a pretty picture or a pretty video, or like when they go to concerts,
Oh, true.
Yeah, so it's just like a lot of people are like, what do you use for editing your videos?
We all use InShot, by the way.
Yeah, we all use InShot.
Some
and
use CapCut.
CapCut, yeah. CapCut
use
is a
mostly
new, it's
InShot.
a new thing. Yeah. So tell me about you. What are your previous jobs that you've done? Your favorite job that you have done, and obviously talk about how you became a content creator.
First of all, and I forget this part of my life, I feel like sometimes, but my mom was like, oh, siempre, I've always wanted to be a business owner for the longest time. I always knew that's what I wanted to do. So when I was like younger, I used to sell calzones. I forget about that.
Way.
Yeah, I forget what there was not like for a long time.
Calzones is underwear.
Yeah, but I can't remember how long I did it for. But she's like, "Oh yeah, vendías calzones," and I was like, "Yeah, I did forgot that. Yeah, I did forget that." But so when I was 16 years old, I started working at Panera, and I worked there for 3 years.
I
And
love Panera.
yeah, no, me too. And I actually haven't been in years. And I miss their bagels, their Asiago cheese bagel with their something and chives dressing. Free. I can't. It's been so long. I literally can't remember what
They
it is.
probably have a different
It's like
menu.
something chives.
Is it
yeah.
still there?
I'm sure because it's like really popular.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they have the bagel and then the ancho something cheese, cream cheese, whatever. I can't remember. Now I'm gonna get one after this.
Okay.
So yeah, so Panera was my first job. I love being a barista. I was a cash register, and then I started learning how to make the sandwiches because I started like getting promoted, and I was gonna become a supervisor, but they were opening a Miller's Ale House right across the street from Panera, and they would come in all the time. The managers would come in all the time, and it'd be like 7 a.m, and I'd be like smiling, and they were like so shocked because they were like, they were just really friendly, but they were like, we'd be coming in at 7 a.m, and you'd have this big ass smile on your face, and it was because like my managers always made sure that like we were always like smiling and stuff, But I kind of love that they taught me that because I feel like it's helped me out in a lot of like businesses and like just life in general. Just look friendly, you know what I mean? Now like I'm like, I don't know, because I feel like people take advantage of you sometimes. So I'm like, I can't be looking too friendly. I don't know.
Yeah.
So but they really taught me how to like to make sure I look really like approachable and stuff like that. The managers at Panera. So I feel like that really did help me like throughout my jobs, throughout my careers or whatever. So then I started working at Miller's Ale House because they were like, oh, we want to hire you across the street. We're gonna start working there. So for the first time I had 2 jobs. So I started working at Panera. I was working at Panera, and then I was working at Miller's Ale House as a hostess. But they would, they wanted to promote me, Panera. But they were like, you can't work both because we want you to be a supervisor. Yeah, and I was just like, okay, like I was taking it. But then the people at Miller's Ale House, they were like, we'll give you a raise for you to not leave. They were fighting over me.
No way!
Yeah, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So I decided to go to Miller's Ale House because I'm just like, I don't want to be stuck. I was already at Panera for 3 years. I didn't want to be stuck there longer, you know? And I'm glad I did that because it obviously has taught me so much. So then I quit Panera, and it sucks. My manager was so mad because we were just filling out the paperwork for me to become a supervisor, and I was like, bye. But I mean, I gave him my 2 weeks,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then I started working at Miller's, and I started working there as a hostess, and then I was a busser, and then I started becoming a server, and then I became a bartender all at Miller's. But when I started becoming a bartender, it was like my 4th year. I got another job. Because why did I get another job? I can't even remember why I got another job. Oh, let me just get another job. I don't even remember why I got another job. So I started working at Virgil's Real Barbecue. I've literally only had 3 jobs.
You've only had 3 jobs?
Yeah, which is so crazy. Because I was at Panera for 3 years. I was at Miller's Ale House for 5 years. And I think I was at Virgil's. Oh, no, 4 jobs. I'm sorry. And then I started working at Virgil's, and I was there for like 3 or 4 years. I can't remember how long, but I was a server at first, and then I became a bartender at Virgil's also.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I started working at Fat Tuesday. And the reason why I started working at Fat Tuesday is because my manager from Virgil's asked me to work with him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so he also took me from Virgil's. He was
Too.
like, no, yeah, come work with me over here. Yeah, so
that's cool.
Yeah, and then I was working at Fat Tuesday for like 3 years or something like that. But I love being a bartender at, what is it called, Virgil's and Fat Tuesday because they taught me so much. I feel like also because at Virgil's, I loved being a bartender there. I loved it because you get to meet a lot of people who love traveling. who love traveling and who are foodies. And I feel like that's when I really started becoming a foodie, when I started working at Virgil's. Because I would talk to all the people, and you have to make conversation for your tips to be bigger, and you know, like they're at the bar sitting there for like an hour, and like it's not big groups. You're not there with a big group normally.
So in Virgil's, did you basically see did you see people recording at one point, or no? You've never encountered people recording when you first started?
Not really, like content creating. No, I never really saw anybody content creating.
But you would talk to people.
Yeah, I would talk to a lot of people because it was always like foodies, like I'm saying, like people who just love eating food. And then I would ask them like, oh, where do you like to eat here? Like, how many times have you been here? And like I loved talking to them because they loved experiences. Like I feel like people who sit at the bar are chill as fuck, and people who are at Virgil's are there because they're traveling. It's not a local restaurant.
Yeah.
So they're travelers, and they would always be celebrating something. So they were always in like a good mood a lot of the times, you know?
That's nice.
So that's what I loved about there. And then
I didn't have grouchy customers?
No, yeah, I was really lucky with not having grouchy customers. And then I started working at Fat Tuesday, and I loved, like, Fat Tuesday's probably been the best job I've ever had because it was just so easy. And the money was so good. Like, besides content creating, obviously, like, you know, that this is a dream. But, like, I would have stayed at Fat Tuesday for years if this hadn't taken off. Like, I was planning on being, I always wanted to start my, my business when I was like 30, 32. I didn't want to be a bartender for longer than that. So I would have been there for like 6 years before I quit because I was always saving for me to start my own business. And my number one goal was always to have a coffee shop. That was my number one goal. Yeah. And now things have changed. Yeah. But that's why I was like, oh my gosh, start your cafecito series because since I'm not doing it, I'm like, I want to live through you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want to give you all the ideas, you know, and like be like, haz esto, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like right now that I'm starting to do this cafecito series, I'm teaching myself too. Like it's a self-taught. Like it looks pretty and beautiful, but behind that, like I'm really trying to make these like taste good. Not only look good, but taste good too.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to get that perfect like
taste.
Balance? Yeah, or balance. Yeah, like the horchata, too sweet, not too sweet. What do people like? Dairy, non-dairy. You know, so it's just like so much that you have to kind of like learn. And it's one of my goals. I'm still trying to see if I want to move towards that direction.
Really?
Yeah.
You're still not 1,000% sure?
No.
With your cafecito series?
No, I mean I want to do my cafecito series, and I even saw like pop-ups like where I can like have like the little tiny, and then just start going and doing pop-ups and stuff like that. Just so I can see like people rating my coffee, if it's gonna be a hit or not. If it is, if people like it, then obviously do it into something bigger than what it is now.
Yeah. Cause I tried your cajeta cold foam. Girl, I'm still thinking about that shit.
It's good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I need to go look on your video. It's because a lot of the times when I wake up, like I already have a routine. I just start the coffee. And like I make my coffee, you know what I mean? Because I'm doing other things in the meantime. Like when I get up, that's like my go time. Having to do something, I'm like, I get lazy. But your cajeta cold foam was so freaking good. And then like over the weekend, Gavin will go get me Dutch Bros, or I'll go get Dutch Bros. So then
you love Dutch Bros.
Yeah, I do love Dutch Bros. Please sponsor me.
Call me Dutch Bros.
Yeah, grateful for all the people that I've met.
Honestly, I think friendship too. When it comes to friendships, dude, like, you know, sometimes like I have a friend that she's like, I have toxic people around my life, people that don't love me, and I'm like, girl, I used to be there when, you know, when I had people around me that would call themselves friends, but at the end of the day, they would just bring me down somehow. And the fact that I started content creating and meeting all these people that see life beautiful, like in a beautiful way, they don't complain, they don't do like, you know, and it's not that we're complaining or not, you know, life can be hard, and people can go through a lot of things in your life, but if you don't keep your head up high, like, people can just bring you down, for no reason. You cannot let yourself, from that. So yeah, positive vibes, you guys.
Yeah, positive vibes in
and
the
then
workplace.
yeah, and then obviously being a content creator, and meeting people that love to do what you do. It's such a relief too.
Yeah. No, I mean, and you cannot not love it. Like, would you not? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. So yeah, we're super thankful for the past experiences we've had, and we definitely want to talk about more of what we do as content creators.
The income.
Not on the income. Yeah, that's a big part, and like exactly what we do, and we're excited to talk about that. So for the next podcast, we're gonna have a guest, and then the podcast after that, we're gonna talk about our income and what we do exactly. Like, I feel like people just think we go to like film and then that's it. You know what I mean?
So a little bit more in detail on exactly what is it that we do as content creators, how do we get paid, and
just more in detail.
Yeah, more
about
in detail.
Everything.
And then some of the comments too that we get.
And it's so funny because I feel like a lot of people are like, do you guys have regular jobs? Or like, no, do you not have regular jobs?
Some do.
Yeah. No, but we'll talk about more of it in not the next one, the one after that. Yeah. Yay! Peace out.